Here we go!
TikTok, all stop.
Give it to me like.
But more psychiatric problem.
Hello, good Saturday evening. How are y'all doing out there? We awake? It is Saturday and we are here. I wanted to go live. I wanted to go live like 2 days ago, and it just goes into the I have the intentions of wanting to do this, and then all of a sudden I run out of steam. And this craziness that's been going on for the last couple of days, like I've been trying to keep up with all the videos and all the responses and all that other stuff. And once you get involved in all that, by the end of it, you're like, yeah, I'm not going live. But today we're here, as you can see by the title, and I'm pretty sure y'all have heard about this because it's just in every single place you can turn on the YouTubes and on the Twitter and on just about any other social media there is out there. This is the Colleen Ballinger. Oh my Lord, y'all. This is the ukulele apology. And yes, I saw that too. There's been a lot of responses to this. TikTok just blew up with all sorts of like ukuleles coming out of the woodwork. I thought it was kind of funny. Hey, SH. And by the way, not only is it Saturday, that it is the 4th of July weekend. So happy Independence Day to us USAs. And I know it's Canada Day, so happy Canada Day to y'all Canadians out there. Hope they're enjoying it. All of our independence, all of that lovely stuff. Anyway, so also on the docket, I see that a certain somebody got her diet food and ate it in one day. Who couldn't have called that one? I'm not surprised, but I haven't seen it yet. I figured we watch it together because, you know, who does a foodie beauty outrage better than we do? I also got a few things to say about the whole FFG, Shannon, these are stray, you know, that kind of stuff, all the stuff that's been going on in the girl world. We'll touch upon that. So I got to tell y'all that when I first saw this, I was on my phone and I didn't watch it from the beginning. I caught it like 3/4 in because all I needed to see was the chick pulled out a ukulele. And I was like, no, she didn't. No, she wouldn't do that. Why would she do that? But you know what? It's kind of fitting that she did that, actually, if you think about it. If you think about this whole thing, if you think about her personality, if you think about who she is and what she represents, yeah, it kind of makes sense. It goes down in history as probably, and I'm not even going to call this an apology. Hey, Jenna. I'm going to call this I decided to come out of the woodwork at 3 weeks of being silent because, you know, at this point, I already practiced, rehearsed, wrote the song, so I need to have my, I need to have my audience now. Listen, I know that there's some people still out there that support Miranda or Colleen. That's all fine and good. You do you. I don't understand, though, and I'm speaking as an adult and as a YouTuber and as a mother, how you could continue that and feel like it's in good conscience. There's way too much out there that just makes this so much worse than it is. Like every day, there seems to be more and more and more that come out in this situation. Recently, a couple of hours ago, a former employee that worked on the Miranda Sings show on Netflix called Haters Back Off, she also came out with her own side to a story, not about what's been going on, but how it was like working with Colleen on the set of Haters Back Off. And that's on Twitter. And again, it's a lot of stereotypical stuff. It's a lot of, I'm just going to say it. It's a lot of just, how do I put this? It's ableist. It's disgusting. She uses every type of person, every type of race, every type of genre, gender in her performances. It just never seems to the show never seems to stop. The show must go on. Doesn't matter who you hurt, who you insult, who you put down, or whatever you do, how you disrespect. The show must go on. So with that, we're going to be watching her apology, and y'all know how I am. So I will be reacting to some of this, and who knows if I might sing myself, because they never said I couldn't sing a reaction. They just said, hey Colleen, maybe you shouldn't have a reaction because everybody else under the sun has it. They never told me I couldn't sing the reaction. Anyway, so we're going to get into this great video. And I'm surprised that Colleen still actually kept it up. It's really something. Really is. I figured it'd be down by now, but no, we are so lucky. It is still up, and we get to watch it. And I am going to speed it up a little bit as well, so we can all, her non-apology. Yeah, we're getting to that. We're getting to that. Hey, hippie. All right. Come on, Tad. Even my Tads don't want to go to her. All right, y'all. If you haven't seen this, you're in for a doozy. I can just tell you that. This is something else. All right, I'm going to put it on the speed, and we're going to go. Here we go. Oh, the face on her, really. Come on, YouTube. Even YouTube doesn't want to play this video.
Hey, it's been a while since I saw my face.
Oh, God. I can just tell you right now, I'm going to slow it down because it's so sped up that it might be hard to understand. Hey, do these people practice this stuff before they play them? I wonder. All right, y'all. Here we go.
I haven't been doing so great, so I took a little break.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people are saying some things about me that aren't quite true. Doesn't matter if it's true, though. Just as long as it's entertaining to you.
Okay, darling. This is not entertainment. I don't know where you coming out of the woodwork after 3 weeks. First of all, you can tell by her body language, by the look on her face, she's even so agitated that she has to do this. Oh, how dare we all expect something to come out of Colleen? How dare we all sit around waiting with bated breath as she is supposed to be, out there doing her shows. It's not like, it's not like her tour was stopped or anything like that. But here she is. And how dare we expect something out of her?
Right? You guys having fun?
Oh, yeah. A
All
blast.
aboard the toxic gossip train. You're chugging down the tracks of misinformation. The toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train. Tie me to the tracks and harass me for my past. Cause rumors look like facts. If you don't mind the gaps, I won't survive in the crash. But hey, at least you're having fun.
No, I'm not having fun. In fact, this is... oh, man. If anybody created a manipulation station, sweetheart, that would be you. You're the conductor to this whole situation. I don't know where this bravado is. She's got such a bravado that everybody out there is just enjoying her demise. No. What I am watching closely is a bunch of young adults who have been so affected by this, and an entire, I don't know how many audiences of children that have been exposed to you, and all the things that you will deem as entertainment. Things that you think are okay to do because you've been on the internet for 15 years. And this is the kind of brand that you are. So therefore, everybody should just fall into line here with what you've put out there. That's not how it works, sweetheart. That's not how it works. Not at all.
Hi, everyone. I've been wanting to come online and talk to you about a few things. Even though my team has strongly advised me to not say what I want to say, I recently realized that they never said that I couldn't sing what I want to say.
Your team should have told you not only not to say, sing, dance, perform, tour, meet people, go on as if this didn't happen at all. No, your team should have put you in somewhere in a solitary, or your team should have put you in some very deep therapy and left you there for a good 30 days before you should have been able to say anything.
Here I am, and today I only want to talk about the facts. So I hope that you'll be willing to listen. Here we go. Many years ago, I used to message my fans.
And that was the beginning of your downfall. Many years ago, I used to message my fans. I love how cavalier she says that, as if this is something that is normal between a 36-year-old and a crowd of teenagers or even preteens. As we know, Adam was a preteen as well when he first started to really idolize Colleen. So what in your adult mind made you think that getting online with young people, befriending them to the point of getting so personal, like you're talking to your girlfriend of your own age, like you're going to the beauty parlor, like you're, just it just doesn't make any sense to me how this is a 36-year-old who currently is a mother, okay, who thought it was a good idea, and not just her either, her husband as well at the time, Joshua. The two of them thought that they could be mentors, or they could be like the big brother, or the what does she call it, the weird aunt, the crazy aunt. No, no. Do you know what society we live in? Do you know what kind of society we live in? Do you also understand that many, many, many years ago, children that were in Hollywood or children that were in the entertainment industry were also used and manipulated, exposed, that they had trauma for years and years to come? Did you not understand the industry that you walked into? That these things were occurring, that these things were happening, that it's up to the generations coming out to change those patterns of behavior? But no, that didn't occur to you, did it?
But not in a creepy way, like a lot of you are trying to suggest. It was more of a loser kind of way.
No, not in a creepy way. Not at all. No, it's not creepy at all to see a 33-year-old woman be in a group chat with young kids asking about periods and talking about penis sizes and sexual positions. No, not creepy at all.
I was just trying to be besties with everybody.
Oh, no. God. You know, I love when people say, oh, she wasn't trying to harm children. She's not of that ilk. That's not what she was doing. Okay. How do you explain this then? Because her strumming this ukulele and saying, oh, I wasn't trying to be creepy, y'all. I wasn't trying to, get in the brains of your children and assault them. I just wanted to be besties with them. Well, I'm sorry that none of the things that you said towards these children or anything that I would want to see anybody be friends with. In fact, you're creepier than you think.
It's kind of like when you go to like a family gathering, and there's a weird aunt there, keeps coming up to you and going like, hey girl, what's the tea? And you're like,
okay, y'all, how many of you in the chat have weird aunts that go, hey y'all, what's the tea? I'm just curious. Do y'all have weird aunts that, they come to family gatherings or, family reunions and they're like, yeah, hey, what's the tea? Do I think that there are relatives out there that kind of try to talk the slang or try to talk like the kids, that ultimately they're not to be taken seriously? Yes. Do I think that there are members of family that go to the extremes to this capacity? I would hope not. I really would hope not. Yeah, see, I'm not the weird aunt. I'm sort of like the cooler aunt. But, I know that I'm not a teenager. Do I know all the lingos and all the things of that nature? Sure, I do. But that's because I decided to put myself online and I learned along the way. And listen, I do have a lot of tendencies about me that's very immature at times. And I do relate to kids that are sometimes, but it doesn't mean that they have become my best friends, that they are the only people in my life. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's you got to know the common ground. There's boundaries. There's the younger generation. There's the older generation. They're the generation that needs to look out for the younger generation. You know what I'm saying? Not the popular aunt. Well, you should be, J9.
that was me, getting group chats with my fans.
Ugh. He says that so
I've been sharing my life online for
cavalier. Yeah, I'm just that one that that just goes online with my subscribers, with my fans, because that's normal.
years. I've poured my heart out to you, and because of that, I feel like I'm talking to my friends, but
not at 33 talking about your divorce. That should not be.
Beginning of my career, I didn't really understand that maybe there should be some boundaries there. There were times in the DMs when I would overshare details of my life, which was really weird of me. I haven't done that for years, you see, because I changed my behavior and I took accountability.
Where was the said accountability? Let's go back 3 years ago when you made your original video. You sat there and spoke about Adam as if this was all his fault, and look where we're at. You must be kidding me, Chick. You took no accountability. You actually, you kind of, hi Mike, how are you? You kind of contradicted that. It was, I should have never done this. I should have never sent him that. I should have, but let's paint him the villain here because I should have never sent the lingerie when he was asking me on Twitter. No, sweetheart, no. You cut that little piece out of there. You cut that little interjection where you and Corey are sitting there going through the phone and saying, Adam, do you want the bra and panties? Adam, tweet if you want them. Okay. That wasn't in your video. So you're a cunning little thing, aren't you? You knew exactly what was going to be putting your heat to the fire. So you made sure that little tidbit of information wasn't in there. And then you had your little crony at the time make that video about Adam, a 17-year-old boy. A 17-year-old, you were so afraid of what this 17-year-old could do to you that you decided you were going to put out a hate campaign within the weenie chat, within your little sector of these young children, and brainwash them to think that this is all Adam's fault, a 17-year-old. Meantime, it was the adult that sent out the lingerie. But okay. Me too,
That's not very
Jarella.
interesting, is it?
No.
So let's go on the toxic gossip train. The locomotive's fueled with hateful accusations.
No, darling. The toxic train, as you put it, was created by you who put yourself in this situation.
The toxic gossip train steamroll over someone's reputation.
I sense a little anger there. Steamroll over your reputation. Let's talk about your reputation, shall we? Okay, so you've got famous for being a immature character, a character named Miranda, a character that has no real social cues, that is inappropriate and very awkward, and was geared mostly towards children. Your audiences are a good 75 to 90% children, okay? You have a childlike demeanor. You wear children's clothing. You are in a child's room. You have toys and things behind you. And although you're playing out some weird pathology, that this is so deep rooted in your own psychology, this is what you brand as entertainment. And you became famous for it because back then, that kind of humor slunk under the radar, just like Shane Dawson. Okay? Until years later, when the exact audience that started out with you started to grow up and realized this isn't the kind of content that should be out there for children. So don't talk about that this isn't, this is, she gets to that part. Hey, NCM, welcome.
Toxic gossip train. Hop on board, but close your eyes, otherwise.
Now, why am I surprised, NCM? Why am I not surprised that she thinks there's nothing wrong with her? There's a lot of ignorance in this community, y'all, and I see it on a daily, and that's all I'm going to say right now. Continue, Colleen.
Realize that the train is made of lies, and that the person you despise maybe didn't deserve to die, but hey, at least you're having fun.
Colleen, no one thinks that okay. No one wants anyone to die. Why does everybody have to go to this extremity online? Okay, first of all, there's your fan base who have gone after, who are still going after, and I think it's disgusting. Adam, Johnny, Becky, Oliver, and the rest of them. These poor kids on a daily basis are receiving all sorts of hateful comments, people doubting them, people saying that they're there for attention and clout and all that. I can't stand it. Sometimes I don't like being part of the human race. I really don't. Because I don't understand how people can sit out there, and this is a constant thing that happens online. They sit out there and they say the same things. People do this for clout. What clout? This is going to be blown out and blown out and blown out until it dies down, and then it'll just be one more chink in the armor that has happened online. Just like the James Charles situation, Tana, Shane Dawson, Jeffree Star, all these things that were so blown up and were so widely received as people were so disgusted. You know what ended up happening? They all are still going on with their careers. And unfortunately, this will probably work the same way. I really do hope, though, that maybe this time online, can we have this happen, that somebody finally gets what they are supposed to get as far as like repercussions for their actions, and not just a sponsor drop here, a sponsor drop there, or, you know, I think it's down to like, I don't know, 10,000, 11,000 subscribers. I'm talking serious repercussions. And no, it's not about you wanting to destroy somebody's life. No. See, but you started that whole thing. You're destroying your life, darling. You are.
In all seriousness, I do think it's really important to hold people accountable for their mistakes.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we should hope
The
that
way
everyone
they-
can learn from their mistakes and grow and change their behavior and be a better person. And this is something that I've always tried to do when I make mistakes, and it's something that I will continue to try to do. What? Oh, you don't care? Oh.
Oh, my goodness gracious. This is the kind of pathology that she has in her head. She's like, okay, keep singing. Oh, they're probably losing their attention span. They probably don't care. This is you, darling. This is you. You're singing to yourself right now. You're singing to yourself.
I thought you wanted me to take accountability.
Still waiting.
That's not the point of your mob mentality, is it? No. Your goal is to ruin the life of the person you despise while you dramatize your lies and monetize their demise.
Darling, what do you call the many tours you go on? How about that Netflix show that's still on? You're still performing. You haven't lost a single thing. Meantime, the rest of these kids have to endure this shit. You have to be kidding me. Monetize. Girl, you haven't lost anything. The only thing that happened recently, I think, is the ticket prices to your show went down dramatically. Okay? But you're still actively on Netflix. You still are actively on YouTube. You're still out there. People are still buying your merch. People are still believing in you. So what are you talking about? Other people monetizing? I don't think so. And that's only a small fraction. Even if they are, that's only a small fraction of what they deserve after 3 years of this bullshit for Adam, and many years. And you know what? Nothing can come close monetarily to what you've done to them emotionally and mentally. That's beyond any type of monetization that anyone can get. Okay? You can't get that back. Oh, it is, Jenna.
Nice. I feel like I can already hear the comments on this video. She's gaslighting, manipulating. Oh, she's a narcissist and a rat. I would never make a mistake like that.
Oh, I wouldn't. I don't think anybody in my side chat would. That's right, Miss Pretentious. No, I wouldn't. And I worked with younger kids, and I love kids. I love to talk to kids, but I know my boundaries. I know that there is a line you don't cross, okay? And that is something you don't understand. They're not there to be your little circle. They're not your circle jerk. They're not your hot docs. They're not there to love bomb you. That's not what they're there for. Yes, they did,
Oh,
Jenna.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize that all of you are perfect, so please criticize me. Bring out the daggers made from your perfect past and stab me repeatedly in my bony little back.
Didn't you mean your bony little ass? I mean, seriously, girl. Seriously. You've got issues deeper than issues. Yeah, she is still attacking.
I'm sure you're disappointed in my shitty little song.
That's putting it mildly, considering how many days I've had to listen to it.
I know you wanted me to say that I was 100% in the wrong. Well, I'm sorry. I'm not going to take that route of admitting to lies and rumors that you made up for clout.
No, you're not going to take any accountability because this is what you keep telling yourself, is that people made this up. This is a made-up situation. No. You're seriously thinking you've done nothing wrong. And I love the people that say, oh, that she apologized 3 years ago. That was not an apology. That was damage control. Okay. Look at the things that were said before she ghosted Adam when she put out that Meghan Trainor tweet that she was like, how do I don't know what to do, and this is not getting this is getting backlash, and I don't look good, and and she went to young people to ask their advice. Then this happened in 2020, and she didn't have Adam to go to. So who do we have help her? Cody, yes, Cody. Remember her, the one who valiantly came out with all of this information to begin with? Cody made a damning video about Adam because Miss Colleen over there put her in the position to make her feel like she was helping, like she was doing the dutiful thing that a fan does, because that's normal to do. It was okay to destroy a young boy as long as she could look like the victor. And she did. She got away with it. But that was 3 years ago. Things have changed now, haven't they?
Hey everybody, I found someone new to harass. She did some things that I do not like in her past. So everybody gather round, cause we're about to attack. But not based on facts, oh no. Your loaded lethal weapon is your fingers on the keys. You don't need any armor when you can hide behind a screen.
Yep.
So shoot me down quick, with the click and bam. My reputation's deceased.
Behind a monitor. That's cute, Colleen. That's cute. What were you hiding behind? You're hiding behind Miranda. That's what you hide behind. You use Miranda as if she is another person, as if she's a separate entity. Yet she's you. She's you. But you're talking about people that comment and people that say things. Well, you've done the same thing, darling.
I also wanted to take a minute to talk about that girl, Miranda.
That girl.
You know the one.
You.
Yeah, her. She's PG-13. It says.
Y'all, this kills me. Where is this girl PG-13? Where? And who even listens to those kinds of ratings anymore? PG-13. Okay, so you're saying that anyone under the age of 13 shouldn't watch her, but anyone from the age of 13 up should? Have you seen the multiple things that you do on stage with children? So bringing them up and having them feel sad about their bodies by comparing them to what's appropriate dress, as into sluts or into prostitute dressing, as you put it, or have them digging in your pants when you stuffed some cheese balls in there because you have to invite a young boy up there to become your bae, right? Because that's appropriate. Let's see what else. Spreading the legs of a young girl up on the stage as a yoga position, or to play a fart sound. So that's a real go-getter joke out there. It's so funny. Exactly. I hear you, Nikki. I hear you.
It says that on my website, and it's always been that way. And that's why you won't find my videos on the YouTube Kids app. Anyway.
That doesn't matter, because the YouTube Kids, you are under that category. You're under that category on Netflix too. They don you as someone who is a child performer. So stop. It's who uses YouTube Kids anymore? YouTube Kids. I didn't want my own child on YouTube Kids because guess what was going on over there? Okay, there were cartoons that were starting to be turned into adult content, and it was released on YouTube Kids. So no. You're going back to 15 years ago. You're going back to when it first started. I don't think that it's the same platform anymore. No, they have not.
I didn't realize it was my responsibility to decide what was appropriate for every kid to see.
And is that so? It wasn't your responsibility. Correct me if I'm wrong, but recently on your tour, you were praising mothers and you were so so gaslighting your audience, it wasn't even funny. You were so condescending and so just like, oh, let's give it up for all the parents out there. You're wonderful. You're full of shit. You're full of shit. You wanted to play up to those parents, okay, before they had an opportunity to see what the hell was happening. And maybe you had a chance of getting in their heads before they could actually see what their child really was watching. Because maybe those little jokes on stage were watered down this time, right? Right? But, you know, you're PG-13, girl.
I've always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable.
Okay, Colleen. So you always relied on parents to decide if they're comfortable. You are now a parent. You are now a parent. And this is what I don't understand either. You have very young children. You have nieces and nephews that you featured in your videos with the worst titles I've ever seen that I don't even understand, YouTube, because they will strike us if we talk about anything of that nature. They will strike me if I show anything of that nature. Meantime, you get away with titles with, I'm not going to use the word, but prawn in the titles. You get away with the worst simulated types of things, clickbait, with children in certain positions that they shouldn't be in. It's disgusting. It's disgusting. Yes, the undertones. Thank you, Nikki.
With their families watching my YouTube videos or coming to my live shows.
As long as they're paying you, why would you care? That's basically how you feel. Why don't you put it there?
Now, have I made some jokes in poor taste? Yes.
Have you continuously made those jokes in poor taste? Yes. Have you excused away everybody's feelings? Yes. Have you sent a bra and panties to a young boy when you should not have? Yes. Have you chosen to damn this poor child? Yes. Have you continued on performing the way you still do? Yes. Have you gone on and excused away all of this behavior because it's entertainment? Yes. Oh, but go on, Colleen.
Have I made lots of dumb mistakes? Yes.
Still do.
Am I sad that there are some fans who feel betrayed? Yes. Was my intention to manipulate?
The road to hell is paved with good intentions. Remember that, Colleen.
It doesn't really matter what my intention was, because it seems as though everyone's already decided.
Oh my God, this is so pathetic. It doesn't matter. You guys don't care because you already made up your minds about me because, you know, you're so mean to me on the internet and I'm just in a dark place and, you know, I think I'm just going to not say anything for a while because you guys will be happier without me, right? Right?
On that, let me tell you, it's not very fun to have millions of people all over the world call you the most vile, horrendous, disgusting, life-ruining words that a person can be called, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And that goes for Adam, that goes for Alex, that goes for Johnny, that goes for Becky, that goes for all of the weenie chat, all of them. That goes for all of them. The things that they were called, the things that were said to them, the death threats, the doxing threats that were given to Adam, the horrendous things that young children, young people should not have to go through, all in the name of you, because they decided that they wanted to take back their power that you tried to take from them. You tried to take their innocence. You tried to take the kind of people they would be and mold them into something that you are.
It doesn't matter that these things aren't true. Everyone just believes that you are the type of person who manipulates and abuses children.
However you want to put it. Maybe you should have said these things to yourself before you decided to turn on the camera. That you do. It's not a point of that you're being accused of. You do these things. You have done these things. You continue to implicate these things, and none of this has changed. Not since it started, and it still has not.
So I just wanted to say that the only thing I've ever groomed is my 2 Persian cats.
Oh my God. She sounds like Chantel. The only thing I groomed is my 2 cats. Girl, with the footage I've seen with you with animals, I wouldn't joke about that either. Because I don't trust you around animals either. Let's just put it out there.
I'm not a groomer. I'm just a loser.
No,
Didn't
you're both.
understand I shouldn't respond to fans, and I'm not a predator, even though a lot of you think so, because 5 years ago I made a fart joke.
Okay, stupid. And I'm going to say she is stupid. This had nothing to do with said joke. See, that was your idiotic setup. That's how that ended up, but that's not what it was. You exposed a young girl on stage. You separated that young girl's legs, knowing she was wearing very little underneath, in front of your audience who laughed at her. And then she was looked at as she was a piece of meat walking out of that arena. And that stayed with her for years. Okay? At your excuse me, it was a joke. Real funny, darling. I hope you're ready to pay some of these people's therapist bills, because I would send the bill to you. No, it isn't. You know what I think you should have done? And she didn't say. Why don't you say their names, Colleen? You know, if you truly were sorry, if you truly were looking to take accountability, if you truly were the type of person you're saying that you are and not what we deem you as, there wasn't a mention of any of them. Not one. It's 5 years ago I made a fart joke. 3 years ago I sent someone a bra and panties. Say their names, Colleen. Say their names.
So, even though I know this video won't change anyone's mind about me,
You got that right.
I still felt it was important to come on here
Make things worse.
and defend myself a little.
How could you sit there as all of this has gone on in the last month or so? How can you sit there and still have the mindset to say, I came on here to defend myself? You're wrong. 100%. Yes, all wrong. Those children, those young people did nothing wrong. It was all you and Corey and Joshua and Rachel and Chris and Trent and whoever else in that Ballinger camp. It was all of your faults. Not a one thing did these children do wrong. Not one. Okay?
Accountability.
Didn't take accountability.
And I also wanted to say that anyone out there who has ever supported me in any capacity,
Get out while you can because you'll need some therapy.
I really, really appreciate you. Thank you. For what it's worth, I never had any bad intentions.
What were your intentions there, Colleen? What were your intentions? I never had bad intentions. I love when people say these things. I didn't have bad intentions. No, you didn't think. You didn't intend because you didn't think about the way it would affect people. There it is.
But I do feel like shit.
Aw. Everybody in chat. Aw. Poor Colleen. Feels like shit. Go ahead. Another hook. Need another hook.
The toxic gossip train.
Uh-huh.
I'm chugging down the tracks of misinformation. Toxic gossip train. You got a one-way ticket to manipulation station. Toxic gossip train.
By the way, are your friends Daniel, Prada, Joey Graceffa, James Charles, they all at this manipulation station because they're the only ones that will listen to this bullshit.
You tied me to the tracks and harassed me for my past. Rumors look like
none of this was rumors when it was all true. It was all true. It was all true. There wasn't a single rumor. Everything that was put out there had receipts. Everything. Everything. No rumors.
big facts when you don't mind the gaps. I won't survive in the crash, but hey, hope you had some fun.
Oh, she's not done, y'all. Let me sit here and think about it for a second. Yes, I'm done. Oh, wait. No.
Actually, I feel like maybe I should let you guys know something.
I think you should have quit while you were ahead.
It seems like maybe you're confused about something.
No. I'm confused why you thought this was a good route. That's what I'm confused about. I'm confused why she thought this was a good idea. Oh, that's right. Because her team told her she shouldn't say anything, but they didn't tell her she couldn't sing. Okay. Yeah.
Let me try to help. Sometimes people make a mistake, and it doesn't make them a horrible person. Whoa.
People don't make the same kind of mistakes that you just did for all those years. No.
Sometimes people can make a mistake, and they're still a good person. Crazy, I know.
I don't believe that we're still looking for people to validate her. Even in the most vulnerable situation that you are in, ma'am, this should have been signed, sealed, delivered. Quiet now. Time to shut up. You said enough. No, we have to go on and push this narrative. I'm a good person. I'm a human being, You guys aren't perfect. You guys make mistakes. It's not the same thing. It's not even in the same category, darling.
Sometimes people can make a mistake, and you don't have to take that mistake. Oh no. And twist it up and grind it and add some lies to it.
Yes, Drella.
Rise it and stab it with knives and ruin a life. And oh no.
Whose life is ruined, Colleen? Seriously. What are you going through right now, Colleen? You're going through some people saying things about you, videos about you, making videos. It's all true. It's all documented. It's all true. It's all stuff you put out there. It's just now being wrapped up in a little dough and tied to your ankle as what you have done. Okay? It's time to take the accountability and not just sing about it, not just say that you did, not just play the role. Okay? It's time, darling.
Make a mistake, it doesn't mean you gotta send them hate. Oh no. Sometimes people can make a mistake and you can kindly let them know and help them to grow.
Kindly let them know. Let me ask you guys a question. Would you kindly let somebody know that they were grooming a child? Kindly let them know, especially if that child is your own. Would you kindly tell her, oh, Miss Colleen, I kindly ask you, could you not groom my child? Like, what sense are you making here, sir? Just what sense are you making?
Sometimes
Mm-hmm.
people make mistakes.
Not to the
simply
degree that you
because They
do.
made a mistake.
Mm-mm.
And that mistake doesn't make them a terrible human.
Yes, it does, depending on the mistakes that they keep on making.
It just makes them human.
Not in your case. End of song.
What do I know? Fuck me, right?
Mm-hmm. Pretty much, yeah. 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 See, I don't think these people understand. And I think that they're looking for, oh no, don't say that. No, we're not saying that. Oh yeah, actually you're right. Yes, F you. Yep. F you all the way off. For every single child you have affected, for every young person you have put through hell. Exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Are we supposed to feel bad now? And please let me hear again about, oh, she's not a bad person. She made a mistake. If that was your child, oh, forget about it. Forget about it. It's really something when other people can make decisions about other people's children. It's something. It's something. It's something on the internet that other people think they have the right to say with other children, what other people's children should understand or should get used to. No. There's a reason why kids grow up too fast. And this is one of those reasons. Why are we doing this? Why are we shoving adulthood down these kids' throats? Why can't kids just be kids instead of always creeping in and seeing what the adults are doing? This shit is not entertainment, it's pathology. It's psychology. And it's something that's deep rooted in this chick, and she needs to go fix that and get that taken care of, because it's not entertainment. It's not. Yeah. And just because she's an attractive woman, because she's so cutesy, because she can talk to an audience and get them to believe she's just this darling, this America's sweetheart, that doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Not every bad person looks like Jeffrey Dahmer. Not every bad person looks like Adolf Hitler. Okay? There's some really attractive bad people out there. So let's not go on that. Let's not go on that. It's this type of thought process, especially here on the internet, on the YouTube, especially, that I have witnessed. And Chantel has this too. This ability to feel like when they do something, like you don't have the right to tell me I did something wrong. Actually, yes, we do, because it's an effect. It's affecting our human cycle here. It's our kids. It's our, it's who we choose to allow our children to watch these things. And I'm sure those parents are kicking themselves. Okay, because yes, a lot of things were back in the day, especially in my day, back in the day, yes, they were accepted. There's a lot of things I grew up with that today would not fly. We say that all the time. But that's what happens. Generations change, things change, they evolve. There are some things that I think some people take and they run with it and they're just like a little too sensitive. And then there's things like this that you should be sensitive about, that you should be over dramatized, because there's too many children that get harmed by this kind of stuff. They don't need to understand at 13 years old about vaginas and penis sizes and sexual positions. That's not those things. Okay, I'm back. Can we hear? Can we hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Yes? Yes, we can hear me? I don't know what is up with StreamYards, y'all. Honestly, I don't know. It's crazy. All good? Okay. StreamYards does not like me half the time. I don't even know what the hell I was saying. I honestly do not know. But we're going to move on. You know, I'm sure that, again, oh, yes, I was actually going to say there's a great documentary out on this. If you haven't been keeping up this, or there's too many videos, I do have a suggestion for you. I was blown away by this whole thing. It was done so well. I'm going to pull it up right now, because there's so many different takes on this that it can get a little overwhelming. Every day, I tell you, every day I wake up to at least, 3 or 4 new videos on the subject. It's just crazy. And then we're going to move on. Yep, StreamYards does not like me today. Don't know what that's about. All right, y'all. Okay. Found it. Nathan's fault, yeah. I'm not going to play this, you guys. I just want to show you guys, so in case you get a chance to. This is, the channel is called Swoop, and it's the end of Colleen Ballinger. She has always been this way. Nightmare Downfall. It is riveting. It has so much information. She actually speaks to some of the yeah, she does have an interview with Adam. She speaks to Becky. She talks to Alex. It's really done well. Very informative. I do think you guys would enjoy this. I would have shown this, but oh my God, it's a long, 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 long video. It's like almost 3 hours. So, but I will leave the link in the chat for you guys, and you can check it out. It's really, really good. Okay, there it is. Okay, y'all. Moving on. So, oh gosh, I will be very honest with you. As far as Foodie is concerned, I try to limit my amount of time that I pay any attention to her, because she just irritates the hell out of me. But I did see the FFG Shannon video, that little part where they go to Cornwall and they talk to the people of Cornwall and they ask them about the Deezer spray, yada 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 yada, and I don't know. I'll put it this way: it's entertaining, but I think that it kind of just causes in this community more and more of the narration that FFG is too much, getting herself involved with the situation. I don't know. You didn't see it, Jenna? Okay. Let me see if I can find. I'll show the part. I know. I saw this on Yo Mama's. I saw this on. I think it's just Yo Mama's. Yeah. But I will grab it really quick, so maybe you guys can decipher your opinion about this whole thing. So basically what they did is they went around Cornwall and they had the Deezer spray with them. And in this video, Shannon has her 2 daughters and her husband also smell it, and they gave their opinion. And then they went out to the streets of Cornwall and they asked, just random people what they thought about it. And yeah, didn't I get the, I don't know. I don't think they got their, here it is. This is, I don't want to show it from his point of view. I don't want to show it from Yolanda's point of view. I really don't. So I'm trying to get if anybody else did this. No. Hang on a second. Hey, Daisy. I hear you, girl. I hear you. Y'all. All right, I'll go to FFG really quick, because not a lot of people covered this. All right, give me a second, y'all, just to cue this up because I don't want to play her whole thing here, but let's see. All right, you know what? No. Is he really the only one who just covered this, Yolanda? Okay. Yep, he is. Okay, here it is. I found it, you guys. All right. Yolanda, I'm using your damn video. I'm using Yolanda's video, y'all. Don't kill me. All right. Yeah, shut up, dude. Sorry, you guys. Like I said, StreamYard just being. All right, dude. Yeah, can you, Jenna? Thank you. Uh, okay. Yolanda. Okay. All right. Wasn't prepared to do it this way, but you know what? I do have some things I want to say about this. This portion of this video, I agree with Yolanda 100%. I really do. I really agree with him about children being involved or bringing children into drama situations or putting them out there in the middle of all this nonsense. It's not necessary. Or even people bringing it up, Chantel talking about Shannon's kid. It needs to stop. Okay, he's talking more or less about Shannon. I'm talking more or less about Chantel. She needs to stop. Okay, I don't care what Shannon put out there. Oh, she put it out there so I could say whatever I want. No, no, no. As we just watched, as we just saw. Okay, can we just stop with with children? Okay, they're not part of this situation. They're not involved in this situation. They shouldn't be involved in this situation. They shouldn't be even be in the same goddamn room when this stuff is going on. Okay. I have always been somebody that's guilty of running my mouth sometimes, and my kid will hear me. And there have been a lot of times that I have felt like shit because I've gone off on something that's gone on online, some dramatic situation, some person I didn't like or didn't get along with. And you know what? That affects the kids. It's got to stop. It's got to stop. And I agree with Yolanda here. I'm not going to comment on Shannon, what Shannon does. That, again, that's none of my business. I do agree with the statement that you need to keep the kids out of the adult drama. You don't need to incorporate them in the same place. You don't need to talk about them. You don't need to use them as a weapon. I am tired of that going on constantly. It is not something that you need to be making statements about what kind of parents they are. That's none of anyone's business unless they come online and they are doing something awful to their kids. And mind you, I see a lot of people mistreat and talk down to and what have you online. You know, we can't, I'd love to be able to go out there and save the world from these people. I would, but it's not our job. It's not our job. Yes, John.
Anybody want to involve my kids in any drama or any drag, I'm off of you, okay? Yeah. It ain't nothing about nothing. I said agree. The same thing when Beauty Beauty was talking about Just Reasons, parenting and all that.
That she just doesn't talk about Just Reason, and she does it to get on. She does it on purpose, okay? I know that he's trying to say, like, you know, it's just, you know, she says things because other people say it first. That nah. She likes to do that. She's been doing that since Shannon got into this community. She doesn't like the fact that Shannon started a channel. She doesn't like the fact that Shannon spoke up for herself. She doesn't like the fact that all right, the FSG Shannon thing, I'm not getting involved. But this is low-hanging fruit, and Chantel knows how to do it. Okay, as much as people think, oh, you know, Chantel gets, you know, told about her weight and about this, that, and the other thing. Nah, she's just as vile, if not worse. So
all that other stuff like that. And I came out and I said, Just Reason's a good parent. She's a good, whatever. I drag her, but I'm not dragging any kids or any parenting. It's not my thing. Not into that. And you're going to see it in this video, something utterly disgusting that no other reaction channel wants to talk about. You're going to see in this video how Shannon allows her child to get involved in drama and say nasty things about Chantel, which is just disgusting. Why are you bringing your kid into, never mind. Here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Roll it.
Okay. Now this is Shannon's kids.
IRL, let's go. Get the tab. Here we go.
I'm getting money out of the trunk.
Oh my gosh, she sounds.
Wait a minute.
She sounds even worse. she sounds even worse in IRL. Look at how big she is. Look at how hard it took her to get out of that goddamn car. Look at. I gotta get out. Go ahead,
I'm
big
getting
girl.
money out of the trunk. Wait a minute. The bottle of blood don't buy
I
the
agree,
So this is made by local celebrity.
Look at this, Shannon. What the fuck is wrong with you? This. Why? Like, why are you? Just saying.
Hey, girl.
Sometimes you just got to be like, yo, the fuck is wrong?
And I appreciate the fact that, I don't know if it was FSG that did this or Yonana, but I appreciate that they blocked out the children's faces.
Wrong with you, man? I mean, if you want to induce your cokehead self involved in all this drama, that's fine. But why even involve your? Never mind. Go ahead. FSG comes to the house smelling like dog ass with this scent. This is just disgusting. Go ahead.
Cornwall celebrity Chantal Sorrell, Foodie Beauty. Her husband makes perfumes.
She's not even beauty.
You know why FFG don't give a fuck about children or kids or anything? She edited this shit and left it in there. Like me as a friend, I wouldn't even let this shit be put on a video. I don't get kids involved in the drama. I don't get kids involved in my back and forth on the internet. Like, what the fuck are you even? Go ahead, man. Go ahead. Different world we live in. And look at Shannon's face. Look at. Oh, my bad. I don't even got it on.
You can't see Shannon's face, Sarah.
I don't even got it on fully loaded, ladies and gentlemen. Look at this proud parent right here. Jesus Christ. Jesus. Like, if you want to involve yourself in drama, Shannon, involve yourself. Stop involving everybody else. This is disgusting. But go ahead.
That's a great point, Daisy. Chantel was so upset that anyone talking about her pet ownership yet was okay with attacking parenting. Exactly. But did Yonana give as much energy to Foodie Beauty doing that awful rant about Shannon's parenting and kids? No, and that's what I'm saying. Like, he makes a great point that I agree. It should be pointed at her, not just at Shannon. It should be pointed at Chantel because she does this a lot. It's low-hanging fruit for her, okay? Because she herself, cannot have children, what have you, say what you want, but she says the most vile and cruel, nasty things. And unfortunately, sometimes you can't walk away and you can't not respond to it. And unfortunately, that's what happens with Shannon. And I can't blame Shannon for that. Is it right that this continues? No, it's not. No, it's not. Yeah. Yeah. Listen, adults are adults, no matter if they're on the side of Chantel or not. Okay, they have to make their own decisions. Okay, Shannon has 20 years of knowing Chantel. She's got a lot over the rest of us. So she has rights to feel the way she does. And it's not like we don't hear the nasty, vile things that Chantel says about her. She puts it on community posts. She says it in videos. She dates her constantly. Okay. And more so now that FFG and Shannon are friends. I mean, if you're not showing your ass, I don't know what is that you don't like the fact. Listen, I don't care. All right. A lot of people are annoyed and, oh, it's going in real life. Listen, Shannon was going through a really hard time. And when Shannon was going through a really hard time, who wasn't there for her? Chantel. Okay. I believe that she wanted Chantel to be there and Chantel couldn't be bothered. So the decision for FFG was to be there. Is it creepy? Is it obsessive? Some people think so. I don't. I think it's a nice, listen, again, that's neither here nor there. It shouldn't have anything to do with what goes on in people's personal lives, things that they do with their children. And unfortunately, yes, I don't agree with bringing them into this kind of drama. I don't agree with them having an opinion because it's going to keep going. It's going to keep going, and it's not right at all. Hey, Brandy, happy birthday, girly girl. And you come in here. I love
This
that.
is what Cornwall thinks of
She's
you.
like a whole restaurant.
He's like a whole restaurant.
It's a little kid, and Nana, leave it alone. Leave it alone. It's a kid, okay? I'm sorry. Any person that says anything mean about your parent as a kid, you're going to say something about. Is it right? No. And she shouldn't have been in the living room, and she shouldn't have been involved in this conversation, but that's why.
Ladies, I mean, this is just, I'm not allowing my child to disrespect any grown person, no matter who they are. This is grown folk business. You a kid, go play, go in your room.
I agree with that.
Go outside.
I agree with that.
Go do something. Go.
Just hang on, Yolanda. Just don't watch Colleen Ballinger. That's all. Go on.
With your friends. Why are we doing this? And then you turn around when somebody says something nasty, you turn around and play victim. Why are we? I'm just saying, ladies and gentlemen, she a whole restaurant. Like, what? And FFG didn't even have the sense to edit this out. She didn't say,
Okay. Well, again, that was, something that Shannon maybe should have said. Maybe Shannon didn't have. Again, not getting involved in that whole nonsense. I want to get to the part where they actually go out to. Okay, here it is. But they asked the people of Cornwall about this.
I wouldn't, it wouldn't be nothing. It ain't nothing to explain to a moron like that, to like say, hey, listen, man, this is grown folk shit.
Okay, Yolanda.
Hey,
we
man.
get it.
Anyway, FFG don't give a fuck. Shannon don't give a fuck. So who cares? Anyway, but here is FFG walking around Chantel's neighborhood, going into random people and spraying this breezer spray on them. Now here's a woman right here.
Yeah,
that
Jenna.
FFG found on the street. Roll it.
Celebrity of Cornwall. She thinks
body spray.
Body spray. It's not body spray. This is for furniture. This is a furniture spray, a little
spray the
room
fucking
spray.
thing.
Okay,
Go
and
ahead.
we're just asking people in Cornwall their opinion on the smell.
Would you use it?
Just give us sniff.
I'd use that like on a kitchen counter.
It's not going the way FFG planned it to go in her head. Of course.
She sprayed that pretty quick too. She's like, I'd use that on a kitchen counter. I mean, again, it's personal preference. Me personally, would I dye anything that says diesel spray on it? Absolutely not. I have, a sense in my mind not to give, Goofy over there, money, or Chantel for that matter. But again, I understand why, it's content. It's funny. It can be looked at as funny. It maybe didn't go the way that she wanted it to. I don't know. She thinks that these people weren't so happy with it. These people seem to be like, yeah, it's okay, Hey, Layla.
Of course, you're biased. You hate Chantel to death. Of course, it's going to smell like dog shit to you. It didn't matter how that bottle would came out smelling. FFG was going to say it smelled like eggs. It's the most disgusting thing. When I opened it up, it was like a bomb that went off in the house, even though half of it was sprayed because you sprayed it on yourself. You sprayed it on Mr. FFG and y'all made love in that smell. But you trying to make it out to be something that it's not. Look at this person. This person didn't gag or do any of all that wild shit that you was doing. Go ahead.
You would? Fruity, kind of florally. Yeah.
You like it? Okay. Thank you so much. So this is a
Just so we're all clear here.
Mhm.
Not on her couch, not on a carpet.
Oh, no. We heard what she said. We don't need your commentary, FFG. We heard what she said. We don't need you to. Oh, you know what? Sorry, zombies. Let me.
Oh God, this zombies thing too is so stupid. Like seriously, it's really stupid. It's like, again, just because you choose to watch a certain reactor, you choose to like a certain reactor, it's right away something's got to have a label for you. It's so stupid.
She means to say, no, we heard what she said. We're not stupid. Don't play a stupid dummy. Come on, fat girl.
See, you make a good point, and then you turn around and you call them fat. You're doing exactly what you tell everybody else that they're doing. You know, mama, hello, sir. Come on now. Come on. Oh, Layla, I'm so sorry for camp.
On her kitchen counter as a cleaning product. Okay.
No, we heard what she said. No, you don't need to.
home spray.
She said what she said, exactly.
Celebrity of Cornwall to deodorize your home, your furniture.
Yeah.
I'm just asking people's opinion on it. Would you give it a smell and tell us what you
Is it
think?
okay to spray it?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Be totally honest.
Honestly,
What's the, is
I
there
think
like a
it smells
specific
like
scent?
shit.
It's supposed to smell.
Shannon, you're not supposed to give your opinion when you let somebody else spray it. We understand how you think it smells. It didn't matter. You hate beauty. You're biased as fuck. So why are you giving your opinion to somebody? Hey, before you spray it, I think it smells like shit. Ma'am, let him make the decision. Hand him the bottle and let him make the decision. Nobody cares what you.
That he does. He does he does give his opinion. She said that, okay, that's her opinion, and he had his own. He didn't agree with her, so who cares what she says?
Nobody cares what you think. We know what you think. Didn't matter what it smelled like.
Okay,
You
but
a
who
hater. Go
cares,
ahead.
Yolanda?
Honestly,
Honest.
I
Is there
think
like a
it smells
specific
like
scent?
shit.
It's supposed to smell like vanilla, rose,
Let the man
and
smell it.
amber.
It's a lot of rose, I feel like.
A lot of rose.
Okay.
That's what I found too. Very
Flower.
overpowering.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like there's not enough of the other scents in there.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you. The people of Cornwall seem to not hate this thing.
Okay. Knowing that it's SSG and Shannon, do you really think that they're going to not be? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I understand. It's like, it is from the point of view. You're not going to her to exactly get a praise of Chantel. You're going to her because you want to hear her honest opinion and how she feels. We know how she feels. But that's a majority of us. A lot of us don't like Chantel. We're biased. Okay. For me, I just wouldn't buy the stuff because I don't want to go and, give money towards them. And plus the fact that I can dye a room straight with those kinds of scents anywhere. That I understand why FSG did it. It's not that deep though, you know what I'm saying? Like, sometimes I think that people run with this kind of crap. That's like, oh, it's so this, that, and the other thing. It's not. It's content. It's just a choice. Just like you, yo mama. Talking about a place that you were going to go, wear a Hawaiian shirt or whatever, or Breezy went to. I mean, it's content, right? It's a reason why people tune in. I don't see the problem. Maybe I'm just, I'm being biased. That's how I feel.
Look at her finger. She's mad. She's mad. The cafeteria lady is mad. We knew you was over exaggerating, moron. We knew it. Dry ponytail. We knew you was over exaggerating.
I want to
know
though, Yolanda. Are you gonna dye it? Are you gonna smell it? Are you gonna give your opinion? Because I'd like to know what you think. Actually, it shouldn't just be a one reactor's opinion. Let's see what you think about it.
You wasn't gonna give an honest opinion. You was gonna give a biased, hateful opinion. Because that's what you're.
I will tell you though, I don't think that that's true, and I'm not going to speak for FFG. But there are times that I saw Chantel wear something or look a certain way, and I was like, oh, she looks really pretty today. I could say that based upon the fact that there are times that I'm not saying now, y'all, But back in the day when she was wearing makeup and wigs and dresses and things of that nature, there was sometimes she looked really good. And then she opened her mouth and ruined that. So it's not like, it's all about hate fest. I mean, maybe it is on the other side. I don't know. I don't look into it that deep. I try not to,
Zombies are there for. They're there for the hate. They're not there to hear positivity or anything unbiased. You couldn't keep it real for a fucking 2 seconds. We already knew this was coming.
Yeah, Jenna. I don't deny that you know this. If I thought she did, I would say it. If I thought she did anything right, I would say it. Not that I say it often. I mean, you guys were, singing her praises when she did the karaoke thing. And now, again, that's something that I'm biased about. But the fact that she did it, I get why people gave her the praise for it. It's not that deep, I think if you do dislike somebody, though, you're not going to find any right with them. So, but it's not, I don't think that that's always the case. I think sometimes it's just that we are never shown anything different from her, that it's always the same thing. And then she opens her mouth and she says the most vile, the most repulsive, offensive things. And then we're supposed to feel bad for her. Like it's too much. It's too many, slits, the switch is being flipped. You know what I'm saying?
It seems to me that breezer spray doesn't smell too bad. It's not that bad. Maybe I need to get a bottle, huh?
All right.
Everybody in Cornwall seems like it. Go ahead.
Oh, I think he should. I think you should, young mama.
They're just too nice.
Well, I mean, I
They're
guess
too
2
nice?
for 2 so far. 2 and 2.
Yeah.
2 have liked it.
But to
one
be fair,
literally gagged and one said BO.
and one.
Okay. FFG said 2 and 2. Wait a minute. FFG, back up. Beep, beep, beep. How stupid do you think I mean, I know your zombies are kind of dumb, but
See,
again, you're counting Shannon's family. We're 2 and 2. We're 2 and 2.
I know.
The random people that are unbiased.
See here, I understand his point of view. I understand that he is somebody who's looking to entertain, that's not that deep, that there are people in this community, especially if you've been here a long time, especially if you've invested any kind of time into this, people look at it differently. That's why they're all different points of view. That's why we can all exist on the same platform, because we all have different points of view. Now, unfortunately, some people took that and did other things with it. So you can't really look at a lot of people as trustworthy. Yeah, I said it. And then there's some people that don't look at it like Yo Mama, as this is a serious situation that people don't want to hear about the stories or like why things happen. Sometimes I think it's important to have those discussions, that I go both ways. Sometimes I like to be entertained, and sometimes I like to have discussions because these things affect the world. These things affect the community. These things affect the people in the community. That's my main goal a lot of the times. But yeah, I've laughed my ass off at a lot of this stuff. Do I take it seriously? No. The only things I've taken seriously is when things have gotten to the point where people are getting hurt or used or you know what I'm saying? And there's only so much us as myself as a reactor or / creator can do. I can only influence, I can only, put it out there, react or entertain. That's it. At the end of the day, I shut off the computer, I walk away. That's it. I don't think about this. I have the discussions with you guys because you guys are the only community that understands this stuff. But it's, again, it's point of view, and the choice of who you watch is the choice of who you watch.
Said it smells okay. But the biased people in Shannon's family who hears this moronic rant and rave every single day that hate Beauty says it smells like BO and is disgusting.
Acknowledge that, because right now FFG is the main how do I say this? She's like, I don't know. To me, FFG is like the main villain in this whole thing. A lot of people, have a lot of negative things to say. That's their opinion. However they feel. So she's like the main nemesis. There it is, nemesis in this whole thing. Because there's not much else to go on. There's no more matter really to discuss. Yeah, he's still doing content, but does anybody really give a shit about that? No. I just find it ironic sometimes that he comes out with some shit that I'm like, are you serious? That there's no bad guy in this. So FFG took over that role. That's how I think. That's how I see it.
We're not 2 and 2, moron. Them two morons, them two people don't count. Of course they're going to give a biased opinion. We only 2 people that count are the random people.
True.
Anyway, go ahead, the next person.
Counter cleaner. So take that as
That's
you will.
true.
Counter
That's true.
cleaner.
Yes,
So,
Jane.
a local celebrity of Cornwall has created the Beezer spray. It's a furniture spray for your
celebrity.
home. We are asking everybody's opinion on what you think of
And we
this
want you to be
scent.
brutally honest.
Absolutely.
Brutally honest.
Maybe don't spray yourself.
maybe in
You
the
might
air.
regret it.
You
Yeah.
might regret it.
Yeah.
Well, it's a little windy, you know.
Maybe spray the walls.
It's not that bad.
Really,
Okay.
Steph?
FFG looks like a moron. Well, it's not that bad. It's okay.
I don't really think it matters. Again, it's like, okay, people are going to say what people want to say about these types of things. You know, it's kind of a weird situation that you're walking up to random people going, hey, smell this dollar store spray, because I'd be like, okay, like, whatever. It is what it is. It's content, dude.
Maybe you should have did this.
Not that bad.
Would you use it?
No,
Okay.
not on my
Appreciate your opinion.
couch.
Right.
Not on my couch.
Right.
Right.
Maybe on like a toilet seat.
A carpet.
Carpet. Try to.
Oh, Stephanie, I know what you're talking about. And Karina Kaboon used to have those didn't she have like something that the stuff down and on you? Nemesis. Yes, I remember that.
Get that gross foot smell out there.
Maybe, okay.
Better than a
Fair
foot.
enough, fair
Better
enough.
than a foot. Okay.
Why are you putting words in her mouth? I probably wouldn't use it on my couch, or probably use it to get out some foot spray or something like that. She doesn't look like she's gagging. She doesn't look like she's falling over. She doesn't look like she's running to the sink to get the fucking smell out. FFG, what's all this cap about that you was doing on stream?
Yeah,
What's all this that it smelled so
yeah.
bad when I opened it up? The whole house smelled, and even the neighbor smelled it, and it was like a bomb. I had to wrap it back up. All that was cap, bro. All you do is cap, man. You a biased.
Oh man, see, this is when I think it's like, okay. Okay. All right. So basically, the people that they interviewed, they thought it was enjoyable. Now, so we go back to Shannon's, and I guess she asked her husband. You could see the Yolanda's face how this is gonna go, but yeah.
It's the worst smelling thing on this planet. It blew up the house when I opened it.
The lie detector test determined
That was a lie.
Now here is Shannon trying to give another unbiased opinion to her husband. Now this perfume is by the person I hate the most, husband. You know who it is, Beauty. These are the people you're sampling it on. So the people in public didn't give you the reaction you wanted, so you went back to Shannon's house and started spraying it on her family. Yeah.
the lie detector test determined
That was a lie.
Oh man, here we go.
Favorite person ever. So her wife, Sally, decided he was going to make some, what is he calling it? Furniture spray?
Yeah.
And we're just like asking people their opinion. So I'm asking you, and I don't want you to be biased. I want you to like brutally honest.
She don't want her husband to be biased. I don't want you to be biased. I want you to be brutally honest.
Okay, see.
Opinion.
Give me your honest opinion.
Don't spray it. Just smell it, and I
Just
want you
smell
to
it.
tell me what you think.
Hey, Dainty.
This nigga, he's like, what the fuck? Why did I get with this idiot? Fuck did I do? This fucking damn, you insert yourself too much, my lady.
Sorry.
Okay.
And why is this fat woman sitting across from me? Why is this 1,200-pound woman with 12 necks sitting across?
See, this is what I'm saying. Again. Why? Then you get mad that people say things about Chantel. Look at you.
Across from me, holding the camera. What the fuck did I get into? They put a corn over this man's face.
I'll fucking kill you. I swear to God, don't spray it in here.
That's funny.
Oh.
What's your like first thought? Yeah, it's really like it's very pungent. Like it just grabs those nose hairs, you know.
You smelled it already, though, right?
Would you use it?
No, it's flour. It's flour.
Oh! So now we got
How you
her
doing,
talking about
Dainty?
it's flour.
Ugh, it's disgusting. It's nasty.
Yes, it again.
Biased people, bro. Of course she gonna say it's
know,
nasty.
Sometimes asking a nail opinion isn't always the best thing to do because they're not really into, the room sprays or things of that nature. Grabs those nose hairs, right? Yeah. So, okay. I mean, I don't know what you guys think about the whole thing. That again, like I said, to me, this is just content. It's something she chose to do. It was humorous. Yeah. Is it kind of biased? Of course it is. That's what we expect of her. I don't know why we should expect anything different. And I don't know why this is like an issue. I don't know. That's just me. Like it shouldn't go this deep. All right, y'all. We're gonna move on to our favorite person. Sorry. Sorry. Yeah. So her diet food showed up, and apparently it didn't last very long. Are you shocked? I'm not. And I love the title of this freaking video too. I have binge eating disorder. No, AKA I have no self-control is what it should be called. All right. Here we go. Sure, it's content. It's content for anybody, but it ain't that deep. Hey, Dan Doozled. That's okay. It's all right. It's good to see you. Always. A diet won't fix binge eating disorder. Oh, where do you get this from, chick? We're not even in the video. And already, where do you get this from?
My name is Fruity Beauty, aka Chantal Marie.
Oh, God. Really?
Olive, Thoreau, Miriam, Aldelphi. And I
Okay.
have binge eating disorder. I think you're going to be a bit like, duh, we know this. But honestly, as many times as I've heard myself say on this channel,
this is the first time I'm hearing it. And I'm going to use Nilo, the
that I
alive
have a binge eating
voice.
disorder. This is like the first time that I actually realize what that kind of sort of means more than ever. I realized that.
Girl, who are you kidding? You realize nothing. You realize the food that got sent to you was basically not going to fulfill you for one meal. You were like, I'm eating all of this. I don't care. And now you're going to come to this conclusion you have binge eaten. Girl, come on. If you haven't realized this thing now, get out of town.
I can't fight this alone. I need support, and that it's a very serious.
I have not spoken to her. That I will tell you. She's on Twitter, and it's how do I say this? It's getting too political. It's getting too scary. I think she's doing well from what I can tell. I haven't talked to her directly, but I do see her tweeting a lot on Twitter. And I'll leave it at that. Hey, Danny. Welcome.
Serious mental illness.
Oh, here we
not
go.
Just about losing weight, and that a diet cannot fix this. I realized
Who told her this?
Really warped relationship with food, and my compulsion to eat and binge is stronger than I am right now.
Oh God, this is why I can't watch. I'm sorry. What 80s commercial did you watch before you decided to turn this camera on? It's like I don't know. I'm just gonna let her talk.
And I need to learn ways to cope with that.
Mm-hmm.
So that being said, I tried to start my diet from starting today, and that diet is a mistake when you're trying to treat binge eating disorder. And I've been told this many times.
You knew this. You knew this. You knew before you even received this food. You were eating shit up until you got this food. You were never going to go through with a diet. This was all show. This was all just another puppet show. This is all to like toll in the subscribers. I'm going to do it this time because I want to travel and I need to lose this weight. I'm going to do it. No. Okay.
But it's like my brain doesn't learn. Like my brain goes through a cycle.
Mm-hmm.
And we all know what my cycle is because people have illustrated online. People make fun of it. And I know I'm going to get made fun of for the video, which is why I chose to clam up about it, or would choose to clam up about it over and over again and not open up about my struggles or when I'm failing on trying.
When the hell does she clam up? Somebody explain that one to me. When does Foodie Beauty ever clam up? Her mouth is always moving. If it isn't chewing, it's going on and on and on about shit that happened, in the past that she can do nothing about because she just keeps talking about it like it's going to change the narrative. When do you ever clam up? Because your mouth is always moving. It's chewing, it's sucking, it's slurping, it's swallowing, and it's so fresh, so good, Please, Trick.
Trying to eat healthy.
Uh-huh.
But I think I'm going to shift my content to just sharing in a daily vlog my struggles.
Ew, damn those out
to get better.
Okay.
I've had binge eating disorder for.
Did y'all hear about Tammy Slayton's husband? Which I think it's so alarming, and I'm so deeply sorry to Tammy Slayton. Rest in peace. Do you understand, Foodie? This is the second person that's passed away. First, it was left by Jen. Now, this person. Does it ever concern you? Do you ever think about any of this in terms of your own life, in terms of things that can happen? Because one day it's just not even possible for you to sit up here in your abaya and tell the world about this binge eating that you have, that it's a serious situation that you need to get into hand here, that you just keep going on with this bullshit narrative like it's funny. I don't get it.
For many years, maybe greater than 20 years. I do have some
Caleb,
medical documents from my binge eating disorder assessment I will share with you in a few minutes. I just wanted to give you a bit of an introduction.
And it's funny. It's funny. I don't know if she was aware of this, but she seems to always pull the attention away from them, right? When it was Life by Jen, she did the same thing. Didn't she make a bunch of cheese or something, and she was like, oh, this is for Jen? Like something just insensitive and just stupid. And again, it's happening again. Like the timing, maybe she didn't know when she made this video. I don't think she did. I think it happened today or whatever. But the timing is just unparalleled.
Planning on making today. I was planning on, going just showing you guys like, okay, I expected to just wake up and be better, to be able to conquer this now. I always thought it was something in my willpower that was wrong. And
you're
like,
good,
okay, I'll have
Danny.
this for breakfast, then I'll have this for lunch. And it would just all go routine and smooth. And I would have a vlog for you today showing you that I could stick to this 1,100 calorie diet that we spent probably too much money on, and for not an adequate amount of food for binge eating disorder recovery. And I realized that also when I was on TikTok watching, be scrolling, and on my For You page, there was a couple of young women, who also have binge eating disorder, and they are going through recovery
Lord.
phases.
You're 39 years old, and you're on TikTok. I will never understand this logic. Instead of going to the internet, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, I'm pretty sure Kuwait has got to have dietitians out there, has got to have disorder, if you have this eating disorder, that there are psychologists, psychiatrists that you should be talking to. This is something you take offline. Stop feeding this bullshit to your audience, because I don't take her seriously ever. Okay, every time she switches her gears and she says she's going to do something, we all know that ain't going to happen. We've seen it with the gin. We've seen it with the water fast. We've seen it with diets in the past. We've seen it with, I don't know, not going to talk about natter anymore. Yeah, we see how these things work out. Your pathology has not changed. Okay, you need to go find someone that understands this type of disorder. You need a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a dietitian. You need the professional. Stop going to fucking TikTok. Oh!
And what they are eating, it was surprising me that they say, I'm not focusing on weight loss, I'm not focusing on dieting. What we're focusing on first is being binge free. And a lot of that has to do with, the type of diet, for example, I'm on right now with this food service is...
You're not on a diet.
And it will definitely trigger a binge. I can feel it. And I've already eaten more.
Let's put it out there. She doesn't want to be healthy. She doesn't like to follow the healthy way of eating. She wants to eat what she wants to eat. She gave us this whole rundown when her and Goofy over there were going to the gym, and this healthy food we're eating before the gym and after. Like none of this is going to last on your own. Okay, matters cannot be taken in your own hands. You're too far gone for this. You have to get on a doctor-approved regimen. You need to have some kind of therapy. You need to be in a program. You cannot be doing this on your own, on fucking line, and going to TikTok for advice. Like, are you serious with this?
So I've pretty much eaten
everything.
The day started as a little optimistic. Okay, I wasn't that hungry I had a full meal. I had a full dinner the night before. So, naturally I woke up, I wasn't that hungry. And then, I had the breakfast, and then I was like, I want that snack. I don't know if I can wait for dessert. I'm gonna have it as a snack. So I had the snack 2 hours later. And then I had lunch. And then with that lunch, I had my supper in the same time. So all of the food from the diet box, it's gone, except one salad. So,
shocker.
And then I'll show you pretty much some clips from the day after this. I'll show you what I did vlog, and I'll show you some medical records and discuss that with you. So like a long video.
God,
so
really?
You're gonna get to learn a lot more about me.
You know why you are the center of attention to being criticized? Do you want to know why? Because you do nothing to tell on yourself. And in some ways that should be a good thing, because you keep yourself accountable, but that's not. Because you set your audience up for this bullshit only to pull the rug out from under them. And anyone that fucking falls for this bullshit, I question your pathology too. I question you too. How the hell do you take her seriously? There's not a thing that she's done on this channel that has been done for the good of her health. Not a one. Okay? Nothing that's been done that's good for her health or for her well-being or any of that. And all she does is just trip on the same points that she's been tripping on since she started this. She started out to be a weight loss channel, or she started out as a on this weight loss journey, and then all it was is she turned into a mukbang channel. Then she, and then it got into her life, and her life turned into a drama, and then we got this. It annoys me. Like, there is nothing concrete or good that comes out of this woman's content, period, other than we can sit up here and criticize.
And I'm coming to you with full sincerity. I'm opening up. If I want to do that when I talk about these things, I feel
and open up to a
kind of
psychiatrist,
really,
honey.
like, weird. But just to preface what I'm going to show you in my medical records about the visits, the notes from visits when I did go to
Exactly,
see
and
a binge eating disorder recovery doctor at the psychiatry department when I was living in Ottawa. And I was diagnosed with severe depression and binge eating disorder, which honestly just makes life insurmountable. And I try to live like a normal person without these issues, and I just feel like I'm just drowning, So I realize I can't do this alone. So I'm going to be looking for resources to help me, even if I have to do it online. And maybe some nutritional counseling.
Maybe.
There's a lot of podcasts with people, support groups. I might even make a support group. I don't know if any of you specifically have binge eating disorder. I don't mean like, if it's not just people who, there's different categories of people who are obese, and binge eating, not everyone who's obese has binge eating disorder. It's a specific type of disorder that's like, unless you have it, it's very hard to understand. And you see that all the time in comments with people like, why don't you just walk more? Why don't you just eat less? And it's, I wish it was that easy. I really do. So I recognize that all of these things are valid, but they're also my responsibility to try to heal myself. So that's a work in progress. And I realize that I probably won't be healthy enough in a couple months to travel around and go hiking in different countries that I want.
There you go. Another thing that she told her audience. Another thing. Oh, Salah and I are going to be traveling. Oh, Salah and I are going to be doing this. And then she got on the Canada kick because, I'm getting SFG and I'm going to get DDJ and and here we are. Now she's saying it once again. All those things that were going to happen, that were set up to happen, wasn't there plans made? Wasn't there like a hotel and all of that? Like, so what are you saying now? Now that's not going to happen. Traveling is not going to happen. She could have told you that.
Want to do, and I can't rush this. I was trying to rush it, and that's just not going to work. And I have to come to that realization. So me wanting to do these diets and these fixes and everything is just what I've always known to do, and I've also always wanted to just basically restrict. After binging, I just want to restrict and just, so yeah, it's just horrible. So what I'm going to do, I think, with this diet box is just supplement the month, because Salah already paid for like a whole month for me. Another important thing that I have to do is really sit down and have a talk with him about my medical conditions in full. Like, read through these medical reports with him, because he doesn't understand binge eating disorder. And I didn't really take the time to properly explain my condition to him. So I think that that's one of the really big walls I hit with having this issue, is that trying to make people understand, it's hard. So I'm going to do that because he really needs to know, so he can be supportive.
He needs to know, is he not your husband? Do you not, it's supposed to be assumed that the two of you are living in the same vicinity. I don't know. Who knows? I don't follow. But why wouldn't he know this? How long have they been married now? A few months? Why wouldn't you be telling this to your husband? Like, I don't understand what is going on. He ordered this food for her, and she's coming to this realization, and now she has to tell him. Shouldn't he have figured that one out? Or I don't know.
Also be understanding, and I obviously hide binges from everybody. I don't binge. Like, that's why, like, you know, a mukbang that I do is not really a binge, because it's overeating. For sure, it's overeating, but it's not binging. Binging is
That's what I'm saying,
taking your
Kelly.
secret, and you eat extreme amounts of calories in one sitting, which is why you would see my scale go. I would like gain kgs
Hi,
in
Kelly.
days. And then there's the psychological and emotional after effect of that, like that cycle of guilt, and then you want to restrict, and it's just never ending. So, but you don't, you know, it's like I guess even after being diagnosed, after always saying I have binge eating, I'd never fully realized, you know, this is just not going to be fixed with the diet. You're just going in circles, and yeah, it's insanity. But I realize I'm sick, and I need to take responsibility for my health to get better, and I can't rush it. I need support. So that's
You need
what I'm gonna be
support.
seeking.
Why?
There's going to be days
When you are supported, then you can shit all over these people that support you, so you can at some point yell at them for giving you advice or trying to be helpful to you like you've done in the past. Yeah, sure.
These diaries where I'm not probably doing too well, but I'm gonna always be honest.
Exactly,
And
Kelly.
I think it's important for me to do this and focus this.
It's important for you to get the hell off the internet. Stop telling a crowd of whoever you think you're telling. These people are not going to keep you accountable. You have to want to do this for yourself. Get off the damn camera and talk to an actual professional.
Make this the main focus of my life, because I can't do anything else until this is fixed.
Exactly,
So
Jane.
I have to do it. And you know, I want to live a long, happy, healthier life, and not worrying about food every second of the day. I don't think I realized fully how much of my life has been consumed by food. You know, I'm the one supposed to be doing the, you know, I'm the one consuming the food, but it's also honestly consuming me in a lot of ways. So, all right, so let's get to the rest of the video. I'm going to show you what I managed to vlog today. You could see I started out very optimistic about, sorry, I didn't think I was going to like get emotional like that, but
really?
Just thinking about like when I woke up and I had the diet food ready to go, and you know, Salah was like all proud of me and to start, and
you know what goes through my head, if this was exactly something that you wanted to really commit yourself to, why didn't you involve him and say, okay, let's take out all these meals and put for what I need to eat separate times, and have Salah give them to you at the times that you need to, because obviously you on your own devices is not the way to go. So maybe you should have incorporated him helping you, and maybe giving you or taking the other meals and putting them away where you can't get at them. I'm sorry that, you know, I'm saying, like, this is the kind of help you need, is what you're basically saying, to be able to follow these things, because you're doing it on your own is not the way. It's just not.
I guess I feel guilty and like a failure, you know, for not sticking to it, even though I know logically that this is not going to treat my eating disorder, that I need help, you know. So anyway, I'm just tired.
Okay.
And defeated. So I guess that's it. I'm going to show you some medical records I went through, logged into my medical files that you can access online in Ontario, and I went through my history to show you a little bit of my notes from that. I blocked out, you know, the personal information of the doctors and things like that. But yeah, and I also have some clips
Okay.
from my vlog from today, which will be hard to edit, but anyway, all right, so thank you for listening to me again. I'm gonna look into eventually maybe creating like some kind of support group on Facebook, because one thing that really I find really hard is the loneliness. You know,
Same
of
then. Those all.
other people who have the same problem. So, and I hope that does occur.
This is her internet, not mine.
So,
oh Lord.
Anyway.
Okay.
Hey, hello. Welcome back to my kitchen. So, I'm going to get out my breakfast out of the fridge.
What the hell is that?
So they come in these containers, and this is the breakfast. So I'm going to put it in the air fryer for like a few seconds. Well, maybe a minute or so. Simply don't know what it is.
Seriously, what the hell is that? It looks like
actually on a like potato.
it looks like an old
with
McDonald's
cucumber,
hamburger. Okay. Not sure what. And I don't know what's wrong now. It shouldn't be that. Don't know what the issue is. Sorry, y'all.
Some cold water. I've never had hot cucumber. Okay, let's try a bite. It's hot though. You bite. Cucumber's still crunchy.
I hear it, but I don't see it. Hang on. What is going on today, YouTube? I'm going to refresh the screen. Layla. What the hell is that? Doritos? What kind of diet is this? YouTube is not having it today, I'll tell you that. No idea what's going on, y'all. Bye, Dandozel.
So it's like a breakfast sandwich. I'm gonna put that in the air fryer. So yeah, so they make the delivery the day before for today's meal. So yesterday they delivered, and today I eat these meals, and then today they're going to deliver for tomorrow. So yes, I'm going to show you what I'm going to have to drink. Cold water. I've never had hot cucumber. Okay, let's try a bite. Oh, hot though. You bite. Cucumber's still crunchy. It's actually quite nice.
I don't think she even knows what she's eating. She's just chewing away. Like, the cucumber's quite now. I don't even know what the hell that is supposed to be honest with you.
I don't know why the bun's yellow. I'm assuming it's a potato bun. All right, so I'm going to eat this and get on with my day. See you guys for lunch, my second meal.
In 10 minutes.
Okay, now I'm going to have these little chocolate nut ball things. I guess this is considered my dessert for today. Let's try it. Peanuts, chocolate, coconut, dates, I think. Like energy balls. All right, so here's my lunch. It is like 2:30.
No wonder she ate that and dinner. That was it. That's not even like her usual portion sizes. Usually you see her eating like trays of rice and like 16 different sauces and like, you know, a larger portion of whatever protein that is. That's not even a quarter of the food she eats. No wonder she ate 2 meals.
I'm so hungry. So here's a salad with some kind of, looks like vinaigrette maybe. Some chicken. And a small portion of rice. So I'm going to try this out. I'm having a 64 calorie can of iced tea. Breaking my rule already. So I'm already like freaking out.
Because that's going to be it.
Doritos. So I at least tried to portion them out and into these servings. And I'm eating the lunch as well. The dinner that they give you. Because I just found it like such a small portion. And anyway, let's talk. I'm also going to have this mini Mars. All right, so
why is it that she has to eat something sweet in between every meal too? Like the protein balls, you should have saved until later. Instead, she eats them in between. Oh, this is supposed to be my dessert. So then why are you eating them after breakfast before that? Yep, you wouldn't have lasted on this. I have to agree. She never would have lasted on this. And this is supposed to be what? Medical records now? Let's see what this says. After visit summary. Start taking... Y'all, I had terrible vision, so... Start taking, I don't know what that says, something affects her, and I can't pronounce the other one. Revive your updated medication list. Why are we looking at your, isn't this her antidepressants and her ventilator, or whatever she takes, her CPAP thing, whatever it is? Yeah, I don't know what this is supposed to prove, but okay. That's nice.
So this is going to be me going over some medical records and discussing that. So if this is boring for you, you could just end the video. Here. If not, then you can watch on. So this is just a screenshot of, I went back and found, I think one of my visits was, here you can see the date, 7/11/2019, so July 2019. I was seeing the doctor in 2019, so at the time...
What does this have to do with anything? This is from 2019? What the fuck does this have to do with now?
I was prescribed Vyvanse and a different antidepressant, and recommended to stop the Cipralex. He thought that my mental illness wasn't being treated well and was causing binging. Now,
You will see that the Vyvanse just stopped working for me, and I found it to be increasing my anxiety. And after it would wear off, after a few hours, I would binge again. So it wasn't very effective for
Okay,
me.
but
It was
that's 2019. It's 4 years later. I think it's time to go to another doctor. It's time to get another assessment. What does this have to do with what you're doing diet-wise? I understand you're on antidepressants and stuff of this nature. All of a sudden now we're going to incorporate that this is not going to help with my binge eating disorder. So, okay, she infuriates me. Anyway.
was like while it was first kicking in, but it's an amphetamine, and I found it to be really strong and have adverse effects. So here you see, it says, today's visit you saw blah, blah, blah doctor on Thursday. 7th of November, not
Oh
July,
my
sorry.
God.
The following issue was addressed, binge eating disorder. I'm showing this also because I know a lot of people were wondering if I've actually tried treatment at a treatment center and if I actually saw a doctor, which I did, and was diagnosed with binge eating disorder.
It's
Also
even
here,
worse. So if you were said to be diagnosed with this back in July or November, whichever fucking time it was, you've known this now for 4 years, okay, close to 4 years. Why the hell is this now becoming an issue? Now it's a thing because you were sent this diet food. So now see, this doctor said I have binge eating disorder, so that's not going to work for me. But this affects her, and this other thing I was on is too potent, so that wasn't going to work. What the fuck are you doing? Okay, so it's 4 years later. How about going to another? It's called second opinion. It's called go back and get your shit treated. This infuriates me.
You'll notice it says what's next, laparotomy for LSO, possible BSO, possible total hysterectomy with possible staging. So I could go through that medical history for those of you who are interested at some point with my ovarian cyst and everything like that. So
okay, so you know what this tells me, Chantel? With all the things that you're medically aware that you have, right? Your cysts, your binge eating, your all the things that are wrong with you physically, you know, you have the proof of all this. Look what you're still not doing 4 years later, and you're still not doing what you should be doing. So who sets themselves up for all sorts of criticism, all sorts of failure? Chantel does.
This is just one of the visits here. Okay, so I read the dates wrong. Apparently,
This is like. See, guys, I took DDJ to the vet back in 2020. See, guys, I had the intentions of taking DDJ to the vet. I took Sam to the vet that one time. See, in 2018. See, here's my proof. Ugh.
Day, month, year. So this is the visit before that. So he initially he started me on Wellbutrin to combine with my medication that I was currently on. So yeah, again, to address binge eating disorder, and underneath that I had a peri-op appointment that was getting close to my operation time.
And you did shit all.
So that was yeah, and then I guess
when it was
like on my
too hard getting the I can't pronounce the terminology for what procedure she's going to have. I can't say it. You did fuck all. You basically are telling everybody that you do fuck all when it comes to your health. Every time you are diagnosed or told something, or this is the diagnosis, this is what's going on, this is what you need to do. Here we are 4 years later. Well, this is what I was told back then. I was supposed to get this, that I didn't do that. I cannot with her.
Next appointment, I think I called him a few times at his office to schedule an appointment earlier because I was really struggling. So that's why maybe the dates have changed with the appointments. But yeah, so this is just another example of one of the appointments I had with my binge eating disorder doctor. All right, so here's just some notes from my, I guess, into the summer from the doctor that I was.
Chantel Surratt was seen today. This is her first outpatient visit since the initial consultation a month ago. She appeared in good spirits. She described her mood as good. She started Flavonaze, 20 milligrams a day, as agreed, and managed to reduce binge eating from daily to 3 times in a month. Oh, God. However, she noticed lately that I can't pronounce this. Xyzina's effect tends to fade away in the evenings. She also noticed that Citralex started to improve her mood, so she stayed on it and didn't feel the prescription for effects there. Mood is much improved. DEG is well controlled. Okay. And again, this is 2019. What does this have to do with now?
Was seen. This is her first outpatient since the initial consultation a month ago. I appeared in good spirits. I started Vyvanse, 20 milligrams a day. It did reduce the binge eating at first, but it did. Yeah. However, she noticed lately that Vyvanse effects tends to fade away in the evenings. Yeah, exactly. I decided to stay on Cyberlex because the effects didn't work as well for me. So things were a bit better at this point. Okay, so this was actually the initial consultation with the BED doctor I was referred to by my family doctor. So here we go. It says, thank you for
assuming this is either Kate. It's driving me crazy. I'm going to stop dating at this point. Years ago, these are things that, and again, documented. Okay, she's in good spirits, and she started doing this, and now this is not okay, that this is why you continue to do what is told to you by your doctors, because they know what they're doing. They know what they put you on. And if something doesn't work, then you tell them that it's not working, what have you. She was supposed to go back for follow-ups. Obviously, that wasn't the case. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. I don't know. She frustrates me. This is what happens when you put your life on the internet and you expect people to, you want people to empathize, and you want people to, go through the, tell you that she doesn't even want to hear about people that have had these kinds of surgeries and what their life is like and what they had to do. She doesn't want to hear that. She doesn't want to hear these things. She just wants to give you excuses. She just wants to tell you like why she can't follow a regimen, why she can't go on a water fast, why she can't go to the gym, why she can't get out of the car, why she can't leave the house. These are all things that are going to come back to the same enabling behavior, because this woman doesn't want to help herself. She wants other people to do it for her, or she wants the hug docs so that she can continue on to the same bad behavior, so she can go back and say, see, I had binge eating disorder. See, you can't condemn me because you're now shaming me for my mental health. You're shaming me for something that I was diagnosed with. Nah, not doing it. Not doing it. Not doing it. I don't know what's going on with the internet, y'all. It's kind of messing up for me. StreamYard is giving me a headache. We can continue this. We'll see how I feel tomorrow. It's always a day-to-day thing with me. That I'm really, really happy to be able to hang out with you guys. I know it's a lot of serious topics we dealt with tonight. Just informing you and hopefully giving you, a little bit of entertainment from the stuff that's been going on. We try to do what we can here, but I hope you guys enjoy yourselves for whatever holiday it is you celebrate, whether it's Canada Day, whether it's 4th of July, Happy Independence Day. I will be back as soon as I am readily able to be back. I love you guys so much, and have a good night. Bye.